Hey, Bola Buddies, thanks for watching. All right, I have a category video for you guys. It is a hat category video. Some of these are going to surprise you, the prices that these hats are going for. And there's tons of different hats. It's not just all one style, so definitely stay tuned for all of the listings. I'm going to move through them pretty quick. This is my new sign. It looks a lot better when it's not backwards. I'm guessing that the application that I use to record is like making it so that it's like, would it be a mirrored image? What would you call that? Help me out here. But it looks backwards. Yeah, it's not. Anyway, it's super cool. It looks fantastic in my live shows, but apparently it's not going to work for videos like this because unless I have him make me one backwards. I guess I could do that. But anyhow, if you're interested in getting a sign, they are fantastic. Check out one of my live show replays, my most recent one, because I just got the sign, but you can see what it looks like facing the right way. But anyhow, we are going to get started with this category video. Please subscribe if you have not already. Like, comment, share. That all helps bump me in the search results, and I greatly appreciate it. And we're going to get started. All right, the first item is this amazing hat from the 40s. How fantastic is this? The mannequin's pretty cool too. I have sold a couple straw hats, and they've been a bolo for me. I picked them up at an estate sale for 50 cents. I can't remember. They're in one of my bolo videos, but they both sold well and they sold pretty quick. They were not from the 40s and they were not this cool, but they did well. So definitely be on the lookout for vintage straw hats. I've had some people asking me if I recommend doing items auction style. And my answer to that is no, not necessarily. I choose auction style auctions for my videos because you can see how many people bid on the item. And to me, that shows me that there is a demand for the item. Plus, more than likely, if it doesn't show that the item was relisted, I'm assuming that the buyer paid. With a buy it now, you never know if the buyer paid or not. And I just feel like auctions are a safer way to bring you guys accurate information. I could probably go search hats with a buy it now price and find tons of high solds, but I don't know. I don't know if the listing was actually completed or if it actually sold or if it ended without a sale and they relisted it. So that is why I choose to do auctions, in case anyone is wondering. All right, let's get to the bolos. Western cowboy hat. This one's a pretty good one too. This went for $183.50. So if you see these Western hats and they have the fun stuff on the top, definitely search the brand, see what solds pull up. And if you can get it cheap, maybe try it. I don't know a whole lot about Western hats, so I can't say 100% sure they're always a bolo, but this one definitely was a bolo. All right, I have about 30 of these sitting in my garage. I picked them up at a garage sale, and I'm going to list mine individually, but mine are very similar to these. They've got the fancy, I don't know, drawing on the front there on the bill, and then they've got the different ships. So they're really, really neat. I don't know. I'm going to look them up each individually and kind of see if I can get a better idea of what the items are selling for individually. But I mean, there's 8 of them here, so they got about $10 each. I hope to get more than $10 each out of mine. But yeah, I was pretty excited to see that they went for $82 for 8 of them. I mean, it just gives me an idea if I decide I want to bundle what I could potentially get. So I will keep you guys posted on mine. I kept this one in the video because I have the same hats and I'm kind of excited and I just wanted to share and I need to get them listed. So the next item is, again, another like Western type hat. This one's a Stetson. It's definitely vintage. You can see right here the inside. Again, not one I'm really familiar with. I don't know if it's the brand Royal Stetson or if it's the style, but I mean, the condition doesn't look to be that great. So something's going on with this one. If anybody knows why this went for so much, please comment below. I'd greatly appreciate it. This went for $275 with 48 bids. Again, it's a Royal Stetson Whippet John B. John B. Stetson hat. I cannot talk with a bow. All right, moving on. This Mountain Dew hat. So what I am finding is the hats that have the 3 stripes on the side have a tendency to be a bolo. It doesn't matter really what's on the front, as long as they're vintage and they have the 3 stripes. And I'm not saying they're all going to be like $400 hats, but I mean, $30, $50. I mean, that's still a good profit margin in my mind if you can pick the hat up for 50 cents or a dollar. And this one even has a stain by the M, which they're pointing it out, but it doesn't look too bad. But this hat went for $486 with 48 bids. Now, this one is Buckhorn Beer. How's your wildlife? So it's mesh in the back, which is always a good thing. It's a snapback. It's K products. So K products, snapback. It's got a patch, mesh. Those are all big things that are going to help your item sell for more. So definitely be looking for those 4 things. K products is a great brand. There's some other brands also we're going to talk about. Mesh. Not on this hat, but the other hat. Stripes. If they've got the stripes, definitely get it. Snapback. What was the other thing? Vintage. Oh, and then they've got a cool patch. Those are typically the things to look for when you're looking for vintage hats. The next one. Okay, so this is a 1980s sliced soda snapback hat. It's got the stripes on the side. I do believe it's mesh. Yep, it's mesh on the back. This one, condition is new without tags. Basically, they're saying it's unworn. It had 46 bids and sold for $280. Here's a side view of it. So again, pretty cool looking hat. I don't know the brand of this one. Let's see if we can find out. Doesn't say, but it is made in the USA. That is another thing to look for, is made in the USA. Those typically do better also. Ralph Lauren. Okay, if you can find a vintage Ralph Lauren hat, grab it and go. Typically, these are a good bolo, an item to be on the lookout for. Vintage Ralph Lauren. The jackets, the little bears. I can't think of what they're called. I want to say they have like a name, but they're bears. The Ralph Lauren bears. Definitely pick those up. I think there's like a ski jacket or like a bear skiing or something skiing. Those do well also. But yeah, Polo Ralph Lauren vintage. Definitely pick it up. It's kind of like Tommy Hilfiger. Definitely pick it up if you see it with the spell out. All right, so here's a Ford hat. This one is vintage. It is K brand also, mesh. It's got the patch. And you can see this one has some, the foam on the inside is deteriorating. So if you look right here, inside the hat, there is a foam. And don't be afraid to buy the hat if this happens, because people will still buy them. I don't know if they have a way to add foam back in or a way to fix them, but they will still sell. And you can see this one here has condition issues with the stitching. This hat still sold for $119.50 with 45 bids. So snapback hats, that's like my new thing to wear. I'm like at garage sales, I'm like, hey, you got any vintage hats? There's certain things that I ask for when I go to garage sales, and this is now one of them. I bought a hat for 50 cents, and I want to say, I think I sold it for 250. It's in one of my videos. I don't know. It's hard to remember everything, but it was a lot. Okay, so my hat that I sold was a cat hat. And it's this Louisville MFG right here. This is, okay, so everybody talks about K products. This is another one you want to look for. Louisville MFG Company. That is what my cat hat was. And woo, it was, it got a lot of attention and a lot of attention fast. And this one is Power Equipment, so it doesn't say cat or anything on it. But sold for $207.50, $207.50 with 42 bids. This is another Ralph Lauren. It's vintage. So again, vintage Ralph Lauren. If you can get a good price on it, definitely buy it. This sold for $135 with 41 bids. The next item is this Pepsi Cola hat. Again, stripes on the side. I was just going through some stuff in my basement and I saw, oh, I have a Pepsi Cola hat I need to list. It's just sitting in a box, along with all the other boxes of stuff I need to list. I'm one of those. I've got a lot going on, you know? All right, so this one sold for $149.50 with 38 bids. I think that maybe instead of doing videos and looking at things that other people sold, I need to list my stuff and sell it. That would probably be smart. I'd probably make a lot more money. But anyway, this says 1940s logo, and I think that mine has a similar logo. Interesting. Mine definitely doesn't have the stripes. It's not this cool. So, all right. This one is another Pepsi one. This one has the stripes. This one has the mesh. This one went for $206 with 38 bids. So, not as old, but definitely because I think that one said the 40s, right? Yeah, that one's definitely older, I would think. I can't confirm that, but that's would be my best guess. Okay, again, we got a mesh hat. It's a snapback. K products, and it's got a cool patch. All right, and it looks really to be in good condition. This one went for $147.50 with 37 bids. All right, this one I thought was fun. This is a ladies' swim cap. It's vintage. I don't understand why this went for so much. If anyone can enlighten me, please comment below. This went for $137.50 with 33 bids. It is cool, but wow. They don't make them like they used to. Is that what they say? All right, so this is a antique Brooks Brothers silk top hat, which is super, super cool. And it comes with this amazing case. And I could see like a magician or somebody who acts like on Broadway or something using this as like a reenactment type thing. It's definitely very cool. This sold for $154.50 with 33 bids plus shipping. Another Pepsi Cola hat. And again, I'm just showing you again that these things are big money. This one has the rope. Okay, so the rope is kind of special, I guess, because this one sold for $610. Yes, I said $610. Crazy, right? 33 bids, 3 striped trucker's hat, snapback with mesh, and rope. So again, I like looking at titles because when I'm searching for items that are similar to mine before I list them, I go to the highest first and I look at the keywords that they had in the title because the same exact item can be listed and sometimes it's just the keywords that get your item seen. So I use the keywords from the seller that sold it for the most money. Just a little tip. I don't know if it helps, but it makes sense to me. The next item are these vintage knit caps, and there are 83 here. So I don't know if this is a bolo for the buyer or a bolo for the seller, but sorry, excuse me. Let's say they sold these for $10 each. I mean, that would be $830, right? 83 times 10. Is my math correct? I'd feel really stupid if it wasn't. 83 times 10 is 830, right? Whew. All right. So, just seems like kind of a no-brainer. And I don't know if all these would sell for $10 each. I mean, that one's, I don't know, they're dirty or what. But I would think that you could definitely make some money on that, especially buying it at at $137.50. So, I don't know. That might have been a bolo for the buyer. But you know, sometimes sellers can pick stuff up like this. Like they could have got all of them for $5 and then it's a bolo for the seller too. The next item are these lovely ladies toppers hats. These are hit and miss, I will tell you that. This one did well, so I decided to pull it up for you guys. More of a long tail item. You have to wait on the right person. My husband has sold, it's funny, my husband picked up like a vintage ladies hat at a estate sale. It was like 50 cents and asked me to list it. So I listed it for him. And of course his sold. I don't pick them up very often because I don't feel like they do that well, but I don't know. Maybe I should because these 3 hats sold for $85.99 with 28 bids. So my question for everyone watching, do you sell hats like this? And if so, are they a bolo? Do you do well? Comment below. All right, next item is this Team Honda hat. And it's made in the USA, doesn't have a brand that I can see. It just says made in the USA. Color block snapback from the 70s or 80s. It sold for $76 with 27 bids. So just because it's not like a name brand, if it's made in the USA and it's vintage, I say grab it because you can usually get them cheap. Another cool top hat. This one went for $133 with 27 bids. Okay, so this one is a K Products. It's got the mesh. It's got the patch. It's a trucker hat. But the patch, I mean, it's just a beef patch. It's not like a fancy, I don't know, like the big equipment ones like the Cat and all the other ones that do well, John Deere. This says beef, but farm hats do well, things that have to do with farming. It can say corn or whatever. So definitely be on the lookout for those also. This one sold for $142.50 with 26 bids. Okay, this McDonald's hat. So I found this one in the solds and it looked like the buyer did not pay, so they relisted the item. So this is a auction that's going on right now and it's currently at $55. The original listing, I can't remember what it sold for, but it was something crazy. But the buyer obviously didn't pay for it and it's back up for auction, but it's got, you know, the side stripes and it says McDonald's. How cool is that? But it's at $55. So we'll have to wait and see what this one goes for, but I just wanted to share it with you guys because it's kind of an unexpected, like who wants a McDonald's hat? I don't know. I don't want a McDonald's hat, but apparently people want McDonald's hats. So if you see a McDonald's hat and it's cheap, you might want to grab it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this person pays. The next item is this Chicago Bulls hat. It's from the 90s. It sold for $69 with 25 bids. I pulled this one up because I feel like it's one that you're probably going to remember because it's got the bowl on the top of the hat. It's just a memorable hat. All right. I pulled this one up because the mannequin is awful. I just can't, I have a hard time looking at it. I just don't even know what's going on with that beard. I mean, what is this? How did they do this? I mean, what is going on with the mannequin? Somebody, I'm trying to zoom for you guys. It's not working. What is going on with the mannequin? Oh my goodness. Somebody please tell me what is up with that. Is this for real? Am I seeing this right now? Yep, I'm seeing this. So anyhow, mannequin not for sale. So this is a fun little bolo because of the mannequin. But this is a Hawaii hat. It's got the rainbow feature. It's got the mesh. It's got it's vintage. It's definitely vintage. It's kind of a funny shape, huh? Kind of seems I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know. Let's see. Wonder where it's made. Doesn't say. Anyway, this hat went for $71 with 25 bids, and I really think it's probably because the mannequin was just selling it. Tell me what you think about the mannequin in the descriptions. In the description. In the comments. The next item is this Harley Davidson captain hat. You lost me here. Harley Davidson, we all know, is typically a bolo, especially if it's vintage. So if you see Harley Davidson, definitely pick it up. If it's a good price, you can check solds. You know, if it's me and I see something and it's cheap, I don't usually check solds. I just grab it and go. But if you're going to pay up for something, then definitely search solds. This one is just odd, and I wanted to share it because I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not sure. It's interesting, but it sold for $78 with 24 bids. It looks like they were hoping to get 249. I mean, it's definitely unique, and that is like a real looking, like eyelashes are real, man. These mannequins, they are bringing it with the mannequins. So yeah, it's a neat bolo. I've never seen one of these. What do you guys think? Would you wear it? Would you wear it? Pretty cool. And then I already showed you this one. So that's the end of this category video. And I'm going to go and do another one right after this. So when you see this outfit for a couple videos, maybe 4 videos, I don't know how many I'm going to get done tonight. It's because I'm not going to change for each video, and I'm recording quite a few tonight. So as always, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Please subscribe, share the video. Shares really help bring new people to the channel. Comment, like, and check out my other videos. Whoop, whoop. All right. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. I almost hit cancel recording. That would have stunk. All right. Finish recording. Have a great night, guys. Thanks. Oh, if you made it to the end of the video, comment, I made it to the end of the video.